Hello, we're just getting started. So today our practice will combine some gentle movements on the floor with some restorative poses. So I'm going to have you actually start laying down. And if you want to place a blanket or anything you might have available underneath your head, you're welcome to do that. And then you'll bring your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. And then your inner knees can come together to touch. You can either let your arms rest down by your side, or you can bring your hands to rest on either your belly or maybe up towards your solar plexus. And if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, feel free to do that, or you could even just let your focus be soft, maybe on a point above you. And we'll just stay here for a second. We'll be here for a little bit and see if you can feel kind of that contact that your body makes with the ground. Noticing kind of the energy that is present in your body this morning. Notice the placement of your feet on the floor. And try not to let there be a lot of effort here. So there's no engagement through the fronts of the thighs, right? Your belly is not engaged, but you're really just allowing the weight of your body to surrender towards the ground, to feel the weight of gravity on your body. And then where do you feel the contact of your hands resting on your belly or ribs? You can start to deepen your breath in a way that feels somewhat satisfying to you. So you don't have to force your breath into any particular pattern or rhythm, but just to feel the rise and fall of your breath underneath the palms of your hands. The breath is moving in and out through your nose. And as you breathe in, you might feel this sense of expansion rising into the hands. And then as you breathe out, welcome a quality of allowing, just coming back towards the floor, settling into your body a little bit more fully. And we'll be here for just a few more minutes, and allowing yourself to really, savor this quiet time that you've carved out for your day today. And can you use the breath and your awareness and that solid support of the ground underneath you as a way to explore what's happening inside your body? And I imagine you'll feel your mind, wanting to maybe tug at your attention as you go through the events of the day ahead, or maybe creating a list of the tasks you need to accomplish. And I think all of that is okay. But if you find that you want to have this solid anchor, is coming back to those physical connections of body to the earth, hands to your body, and then breath moving inside your body. And then take 3 more cycles of breath here. And then after your 3rd cycle of breath, I'm gonna have you roll over onto your right side. And you can bring your arms out in front of you, palm to palm pressing. You can have your knees bent, so allowing the knees to be in the same line as your hips, and the knees in line with your ankles as well. So your legs are at this 90-degree angle. And then with the palms together, we're going to kind of move through a gentle twisting action. So start to draw your left hand across the body, and your head can kind of roll along the floor. You're going to bring that left arm out to the left, keeping your legs, aimed towards the right side of your mat, and then bring your left arm, your left hand back, reaching your left fingertips maybe beyond your right fingertips, feeling that lengthening of the arm bone. And we'll do that 2 more times. So just letting the arm travel across your body to open up into the twist. And again, drawing your left arm back. And then again, let the left arm come across your body, letting your movement be slow. And then bring your left arm back. So palms are pressing. Now this time we're going to take the left arm up over by the left ear. So reaching overhead, and then feel that action, open the chest up towards the ceiling. Left arm comes out to the left. And now you're going to reach the left arm back up overhead. And then you come back to that starting position. So do that 2 more times. Reaching the left fingers up overhead. Feel the chest roll open. And then bring your left arm back overhead. And then back to meet your right hand. And now 1 more time, let the left arm travel up overhead. Open up into the twist, and then bring your left foot to the floor. Your left knee points up towards the ceiling, and then let your right leg follow. Good. Now you're on your back. Feet can be a little bit wider here, and you're going to let your legs, kind of keeping the feet separated, let them, we'll say like windshield wiper from side to side. So letting your legs kind of stay where they are on the mat, but then, or your feet rather, but then legs moving side to side. And then the next time your legs come over to the left, we're going to keep them there, and then bring your right arm across. And we're going to come on to the left side now. And I'm just going to turn around. So I'm facing the camera here. So that starting position, palms together, legs at a 90-degree angle. And then you'll start to peel that right arm across your chest, open up into the twist here. And then do that 2 more times. Letting your head just roll on the floor. Opening up your right arm, reaching it out. Keep your legs as they are. Good. And then again, bringing the right arm back. Now sweep the right fingertips up overhead and then open up into the twist. So just a slightly different direction. And then bring your right arm back to meet your left. And then do that 2 more times. And then this time, let your right arm stay out. Feel the twist here. And then bring your right knee up towards the ceiling. Right foot plants down, and then your whole body can readjust. Feet can stay wide, knees separated, and then windshield wiper the legs. So let the legs sway from side to side. And then bring your legs back to stillness. So coming back to that starting position, feet wide, inner knees together, hands come to rest on your body. And now take a moment, see if the degree to which you inhabit your body feels different. Is there a new sensation or new way of being that wasn't there before? Notice your response to that. How does that feel? And then from here, I'm going to have you take your right ankle over your left thigh. So you're creating like we'll call this figure 4. So you're welcome to keep your legs just as they are, with your left foot on the ground, your right leg kind of moving slightly away from your right shoulder. If you'd like, you can reach your hands through and take hold of the left hamstrings or your shin. But note, this is like creating tension in the neck, or in order to get that clasp of your hands, you have to lift your shoulders and lift your head. Then don't worry so much about that and just keep the left foot on the floor. You might even bring your right hand to your right inner thigh and just gently press it away from you. Right, and then you're going to take that right leg, reach it up towards the ceiling, so straightening the leg. You can clasp your fingers behind your thigh here. You can even keep the knee bent as much as you need to. Left knee can stay bent, or you can extend the left leg out along the floor. And then draw little circles with your toes, letting there be some mobility through your ankle joint. You can go in one direction and then the opposite direction. And then flex and point your foot. Good. And then bring your leg back to stillness. If you want a little bit more, maybe drawing your right leg further towards you. And come back to that fullness of your breath, so breathing in and out. Good. And then you can lower your right foot down. You can bend your left knee if it's not bent already. Notice what you feel, just comparing right side to left side. Maybe the right side, at least for me, feels like it's a little bit more grounded towards the floor, settled. And so we'll balance that out. You can bring your left ankle across your right thigh. And again, keep the right foot on the floor if you prefer, or you can bring the shape of your legs in toward your body, maybe clasp your hands around your hamstrings or your shin. If your right foot is on the floor, you could use your left hand to gently nudge your left leg away from you. Just doing as much effort as you need. So notice if you're holding the breath, that might be a clue that you're sort of focusing on the effort rather than just the sensation of what's happening in your body. And then you can straighten your left leg up towards the ceiling, clasp your hands behind your leg, either keeping the right knee bent or extend your right leg along the floor. And then again, draw little circles, or actually they could be big circles too, with your toes across the ceiling. So doing a few in one direction and then a few in the opposite direction. And then you can point and flex your ankle, your toes. Good. And then lower your left foot down next to your right. Both knees can be bent. And then take a moment to see what you feel here. And take a full breath in, really allowing the ribs to expand front to back and side to side. And as you exhale the breath through your nose, feel the ribs softening back towards center. And then from here, I'm going to have you roll over onto your belly. You're using support under your head. You might want to push that off to the side. And as you come onto your belly, you stack your hands one on top of the other, and then bring your forehead down to rest on your stacked hands. You might lift one leg and then stretch it back, and then the opposite to feel inner thighs rolling up, outer hips roll down. You can even let your heels splay out to the side slightly to bring some space across your lower back. And now pause here in this new position. Again, noticing how you respond. Maybe there's this sense of feeling that movement we just did in the legs. We create like a resonance in the body. And now see if you can let your breath move into your back body. So you use that pressure on your belly to send the breath into the back ribs. And then as you exhale, can you allow the front of your body to soften and settle? Once more, can you let the full weight of your body feel supported by the ground underneath you? And to notice that relationship you have to ground and gravity and space. So you're welcome to stay here if you'd like, or I'll invite you to come up onto your forearms. Your elbows can be a little bit in front of your shoulders. Forearms are parallel to each other. And then start to feel the tops of the feet press. You kind of feel this sense of broadening across the collarbones. So you're just in this little supported back bend. Know that you can move your elbows further forward. That will decrease the amount of curve in your lower back. And again, bringing your hands back down, maybe forehead resting, but kind of take that version of the pose where you feel the most supportive, where you can feel your breath. And with each inhale, you feel as though the body is slightly lifting, rising away from the ground. And with each exhale, you feel the front body soften. You receive that enduring energy of the earth, that support and stability. And then stay for 3 more breaths. And then after your 3rd breath, you can bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. You can tuck your toes under. Come up to all fours to a tabletop position. You can take your knees a little bit wider than hips distance. Big toes can touch. And if it's okay for the knees and the hips, you can press your hips back to the heels. Maybe inch your fingers forward to come into child's pose. If the forehead touches the ground, that's fine. If not, that's also fine. And then walk yourself back up. So hands walk in. And then come all the way to your seat. And maybe sit in a simple cross-legged position, or you could sit on your shins. And then arriving at your seat, again, if you feel comfortable doing so, you can let your eyes close. And then bring your hands to the front of your body. So maybe to your belly or your solar plexus. You could even bring hands to your heart, your chest. And then again, where you feel those places of contact of your hands to your body, welcome your breath. And then also notice how you feel. And so we have this opportunity to explore movement and stillness. To notice how each can inform the other. That you hopefully feel this sense of wholeness, like coalescing in your body. And so you're welcome to just continue to stay here in a seated meditation. But if you have to get on with the rest of your day, then take your time to open your eyes, and I hope you have a good Friday.